Hello, my name is Raxamelius. This is the Vanilla Challenge in Riverbend Springs. We've got the triplets together. We've done it. We've got the triplets. We've got the spinach, we've got the green beans, and we got the peas all together. We got this guy popped into the used gear in the last stream. I want to apologize. I've done a lot of streaming lately. I am still committed to doing videos, obviously. I did a few streams in a row because there was just a lot of yard work to do. And things happen like that in the stream. So I'm going to try to keep you up to date with what's going on. And as far as this is concerned, let's just keep updating. How about that? This field here used to have peas in it, and we used our pea harvester to take the peas out. So they're gone. We own this field. When we got the pea harvester, I looked to see which fields had the peas in it. Can I say pea anymore? I think I probably could, but I'm not going to. Let's go back into this mode. There we go. I like this. It's a little easier to point and click and all that good stuff. Yeah, so we got these peas up and sold them off. All the good stuff. I just saw the train go by, so we're not worried about trains hitting us. Okay, so we're good. I wanted to see this. What here? Is this collectible area? Anything collectible? No. How about this little bridge here? Have I looked over here for collectibles? This is completely off my script. I did not plan on doing this part. The train just went by. I think we're good. Let's keep an eye on that upper left. See if something pops up. And a little R pops in. Maybe, maybe not. Looks like no. It looks like no. And this is a great bridge. Oh, yes. Okay, so there you go. So there's our new field over there. And let's get back to it real quick. I'll pop on the map here. This is where we are. This is our farm. Of course, this is our this is going to change too. This is our oilseed radish fields of glory right there. So this is the field we got, and there's the sawmill. So that is going to bring me to this point. We are changing some direction a little bit in a couple ways. First of all, we're going to I'm going to look at you. How about that? Hi. Look at how glowy I am. Ooh, you're so glowy. Look at my skin. It's beautiful. We're doing precision farming again, huh? Yeah, Dirty Nelson talked me into it. It didn't take much convincing. I miss it. I do. I think we can get it figured out. I don't know what happened with that harvest, but that's the way it goes. So we're going to do precision farming. That's the big one. And the other big news is this field here, now that we've purchased it, it wasn't expensive. It was like $64,000. So this... Oh, can you get up there? Get up there. Oh, no. Okay. This is going to be the beginning of our tree farms. The sawmill's right over there. So let's do the tree farm here. I know I initially talked about doing this field over here with the BGA and just take down all this wood. And it's going to be pretty soon. Not this episode. I want to see if I can design something, and I don't know. I got to fiddle around, but it's going to be real soon. We're going to plant some trees in this area. It's not going to be arable land anymore. And then the other nice part is, like, maybe what we'll do is this will be one area, and then at some point we'll buy up these fields, right? So then this will be another area, and that'll be kind of a rotation every 4 years. Take them down, throw them in the mill. Like, we'll plant this one this year. Next year we'll plant another one. That type of situation. How expensive are these? Not awful. It could be better. 179. These have got to be inexpensive. 79, not bad. 66, not bad. 63. So there. That's kind of my initial plans on this. So that's the big news for right now. And to add to the confusion and delay and all the stuff, I was originally going to put barley in here. I think we're going to change this, and just to get something in the ground that's quick, and Dirty Nelson brought this one up as well. I think it makes sense to keep all this oilseed radish again this year. And once the cotton is up, we'll change over to precision farming. So I want to get everything up off the ground, and then we'll turn on precision farming, and we'll put oil. We're not going to do anything here because it's going to be trees. So I just got to figure out how to do what I want to do. But we're going to put oilseed radish in here and here. This used to be spinach. It's all harvested up. Grass. We'll probably keep the grass in, obviously. There's no reason to oilseed radish grass, but yeah, and we'll put all the oilseed radish in there, and then, like I said, we'll do maybe oats in here in the spring. Once we have precision farming. How's that for updates? Wait, is the updating done? No, it is not. While we were over here, the reason, okay, so this is where I'm at. This is where Well, there's the cow shed, and that's where the buffalo, well, the buffalo we're going to be. Buffalo are on hold. That's kind of what's happening here because of two things. First of all, the thing that really isn't putting the buffalo on hold is this area here. Let's just go into construction mode, and it's going to lock up for... There we go. Right here. Look at this area. We own this area. So what I'm going to do, I've already fiddled around with it. I'm going to put like a storage... Well, here, I'm in the screen. I'll show you what I'm going to put down. How about that? Silo, this guy right here is going to go. I got to do some terrain and all that. And we're not going to do it right now, obviously. More planning, but we're going to do something like this over here because the dairy is going to be here. And we can just right across the street, throw it in here to store it until it's ready for selling, whatever comes out of the dairy. Hopefully lots of stuff. And then right here, these guys, I think at some point we're going to do one of these. Look at this. This is the perfect shed for the triplets. Uh-huh. Oh, no, it's not the perfect shed. I'm glad I noticed this. It's not. It is not the perfect shed. Shoot. Okay, well, I'm going to do a shed for the triplets. It won't be this one. And this is a constructible, so this would have cost cement bricks and tiles and all the stuff that we could sell and make money on. But look at it. I was like, oh, look at that, 3, and just boom, boom, boom. Put them in there. We're good to go, but obviously it's too small. So I'll figure something else out, but we'll do some storage, some sheds over here, and the storage bin right there. And then lastly, since we have all 3 of these, we've got the spinach, the peas, and the green beans. And I want to do the greenhouses over there. And I want to do the long grain rice and the big field down over there. I think it's time, before we do the buffalo, I think we got to prioritize canning factory. It just makes sense. And the other nice part about that is then this field we can keep for arable land. I don't have a ton of arable land, and we got a lot of different type of crops we can do. So I'm going to do cotton down here. And then in the spring, we're going to figure out what we want to do. I don't know if I'm going to do cotton or not up here. We'll see. We got a lot of places to put cotton, though, too. We got the rope factory down here, and we also have the spinnery. So I don't know. There you go. So that's the updates. Let's go right over to here. And boom, look at, I'm already set up. I wanted to do some science here. I think I misspoke I think it was a stream. And I said that... Yeah, look at that. I said that this wouldn't be able to get 3 rows into one. It certainly can. I was thinking about the windrows from the MacDon when we're doing like a harvest. That won't be able to get 3 rows into one, but this can get 3 rows into one. So it does make sense to do windrowing. So let's fire it up. A little bit of field work here today. We're going to get this field cleared off, and I think we're going to be able to do this again. Yeah, we'll be able to get a cut in this in November. So that'll be lovely. Yeah, look at that. We'll just go down the middle one. It'll do all 3 into one windrow, just like that. Oh, that's going to be way better for forage wagoning this. Good, good, good. And, yeah, so the distance on the windrows, again, still doesn't seem like it's all that. Maybe it's just a hair better. I mean, I guess that's what they did and put it in the patch notes and say, yep, it's better. And then just patch note it, but... I don't know. Either way, so, I should have done the headlands first, so I'm going to stop right. We got to get this last little part done. Sure, we'll go like that. And, yeah, we're going to do the headlands. I'm going to get this all windrowed up, and we are going to forage wagon the grass up, throw it into the silage pit that we have already, and call life good with this field for a couple months. Am I going to grass roll it? I guess I'm going to probably grass roll it, or as Elsa Farms would say, we are going to pasture aerate this. Yeah, it's grass rolling in the game. That's how everybody knows it, but apparently that's the wrong name on the piece of gear. It happens. Yeah, so all right, let me get this windrowing done, and we'll see you on the other side. Oh, yes. This is going to be way, way nicer to forage wagon up. Look at that. Oh, I'm happy about this. This is good. This is a very good thing that we got this windrower going. Where are we going to park this? We can park stuff over in this little field over here just to spread stuff out. Get it out of the yard. Our yard is so clustered, and we're going to have to make room for greenhouses fairly quick, honestly. Like I said, that canning factory is going to be a huge priority right now. So let's just keep this. Yep. Let's just keep this over here. And, you know, granted, we're going to have to move it when we need to mess around with this area, but that's fine. All right, there we go. That's down. How are the cows doing, too? Let's go get the forage wagon. We'll drive by the cows as we're on our way. They're lovely. I love this so much, this whole little area here. I'm sad we're not going to put the buffalo in right away, just to really make this area feel congested and nice and claustrophobic, because I do love it when it's nice and you kind of get lost in your own farm. Manure, we used our manure trailer. Did I show you this yet on video? We bought this one, and it was in the used gear. So we've got the Fleagle up there, and then we bought this one too. So we got 2 Fleagles. We're double Fleagling. And so that one's set up with the manure spreader. Here we go. We're going to use this in precision farming for sure, and just to get some organic stuff on the fields. I have started watching some videos on precision farming to try to get a little bit better handle on what's going on. And honestly, it sounds like, okay, this is where we were kind of going wrong, I think, is first of all the hoe. I knew this, and I just was too stubborn to not use the hoe. The hoe is not good for precision farming, which is goofy as heck. It's just goofy. So we're going to have to get a sprayer at some point with all the fancy sensors. We already have the sensors on the case, so that is a good thing. And what else? Oh, we're going to get this forage wagon here. Here we go. Right here. This beauty right. We're in the market for a new forage wagon. That was the other reason why I kind of am okay with doing canning factory next. Because, you know, this is the forage wagon we have. We need a new forage wagon if we start building up too many animals that need grass. I was getting nervous about the amount of fields we have and the amount of grass we're going to need if we do buffalo and start TMR and stuff. So let's get the cows going well. Let's get those the beef herd all settled in and what would they be, bred up, and get that enclosure full, and we'll see how much grass we're using, and try doing TMR with them just to kind of get our heads around TMR, and then look at doing the buffalo. They are a priority, but it's not as much of a priority as a canning factory, and unfortunately the canning factory is $330,000. So it's going to make some money for us for sure. Just with the kimchi is huge money. And once we put our green beans and our peas through there to up the value on those, then we can sell them at our little stand over here. So, and we'll get like a 20% increase on the price if we sell them at Rax's Fruits and Fungus. So there you go. And then maybe if we build that storage unit over there for the dairy, we can just start bringing the products over here and just put them in that storage unit there too. I don't know. Canning factory's a little far north for that, but anyways, here we are. We're foraging up some grass to put it into the silage pit. So first load I'll bring over there and share with you. Unfortunately, I forgot to cover the silo pit last time I put the chaff in there. I compacted it, but I did not cover it. So we're just going to dump this on top of what was already in there, and we'll just cover it all together. And it's going to be one beautiful pile of chaff. You know what I just thought of? I don't think we've talked about this since the last episode that's been edited together. We talked about it on the stream. In fact, this came to light on the stream. Dirty Nelson and I were talking. And he was like, you should just feed the cows hay instead of silage, because the hay is easier and it is the equivalent of silage for the cows. So I got to thinking, I was like, wait a second, no it's not. So I go in here, I go right here, and right 80%. I thought that the silage would have a higher percentage, so it would feed them better than the hay. It's the same. So, yep, I made the decision. We're going to be feeding the cows hay, so we have so much hay in the hay lofts. And our herd isn't that big yet. So let's go right now. Right down here is where we want to go. And prices and hay should be down here. And you can see, look at this, 211,000 liters of hay in the hayloft. So we're just putting this grass in. And I originally planted this field that we're cutting up right now. I originally planted it as grass because I wanted to make sure I had enough silage as the cows keep going forward, and we would just sell the excess or whatever every month. But now it's become more, let's just sell all the silage. And I think in the spring I'm probably going to change it away from grass. We have so much hay. We'll figure out hay when we start getting lower on it, and we'll put another grass field in. But for now, we're just going to be selling this silage and kind of go from there. Obviously, we're going to need the silage when we start doing TMR stuff, but that's not going to be for a little bit. So there you have it. The cows are going to be on hay and not silage at this point. Well, they're going to eat down the silage that's already in there, obviously. But we're just going to keep refilling with hay, and at some point they'll be just on the hay. And life will be good, and it'll be easier, and all that amazing stuff. So there you go. There's another update for you. Lots going on around the Vanilla Challenge, for sure. Let's go. There we go. I'll get up with all these little things. And all right, let's get this all into that silage pit. And we'll be underway. Are we done? We might be done with September at that point. I don't know. We'll see. Here's the last of it. All right. We got it all into 2 loads in the forage wagon here. So clearly we don't need a new forage wagon right this second. I'm just planning ahead. That's all. We're gonna have a lot of grass needs real soon. Well, not with the canning factory. Once we're gonna need it. Don't worry. We're gonna need it. Maybe not real soon. Are all the, what is that? Those are just piles of stuff over there. Back there, the grass, hail damage grass. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense, does it? Nope, it doesn't. And I just remembered we do have to meadow roll our grass field before we head into the next month, which it's only September 1st right now, so we've got some time. I'm not quite in yet. Right here. There we go. And I'm going to go a little slower this time so it doesn't all end up at the end, and I don't want to get stuck though either. Here we go. This is a good dump right here. A good dump, a good tip. There we go. Yep. Oh, we got okay, and don't let me forget. We're going to cover it this time to make the silage. Silly us. All right, where are we at for compacting? It's 57% because half of this was already compacted before we even got started. So there you go. We're just going to go back and forth with this piece of gear here, and it usually works pretty quick. The last half of it goes a little quicker than the front half of compacting. So, all right, we'll see you in a second. 96%. Man, the last like 10% just jump real quick. Yes, it does. 99 and 100. And we're going to cover it. Don't forget to cover it, Rax. Don't forget to cover it. Let's get this thing out of here. Stop right now and get this thing covered. Boink. There we are. Yep, I want to blanket all of that. 91,000 liters. Good. That's going to be a good little payday. Now that it's a double batch. It's going to be a nice little payday in a couple months when we get that stuff sold off. So that'll be in November. That'll be good timing. It'll be right smack dab in the middle of selling season. I do love my selling season. Where am I on my farm? Okay, I'm over here. Oh, man. Right, let's get that grass roller. I love using the John Deere for the grass roller over there. Sorry, Elsa, I called it a grass roller. I know. It's okay. That's what the game calls it, so that's what I'm going to call it for right now. I do like your name for it. You know what? Let's split up the work a little bit. I want to just double check, make sure all the animals have food. They should be good. They're decent, fine, and good. And horses, good, fine, perfect. Yes, good. And this one, well, how's this one? Ooh, I like that one. So I'm going to accept that. We're not going to do that on screen, but I'll accept that to do off screen. And then Busy Beaver Boards is, it's okay. It's been better. I know about this. That's okay. That's, again, I'll do these off screen. And, right, is that everything? I think everything is, there's a space for eggs, hopefully, and space for, I mean, it's not changing months, so I don't think there's going to be as much spawning stuff between sleeping and stuff like that. So let's do it. It's fun. I like sleeping with you guys in the episode because of the used gear. We can have the joy of seeing what's popped into the used gear. There we have it. September 2nd. The joy of the used gear. What do we got? And it is... Ooh. What's this? A forage harvester header. Okay, I wish someday. We're doing it. I know we are. I want one bad. What's this? Additional tank to be, nope, I don't need a tank. But this guy. Where are we at here? This one's a 6 meter, and it is a direct drill. I don't like our cedar. I don't like it at all. Our cedar bugs the bejesus out of me. Let's go up here, and let's take a look at what we've got for... Where are we? Soil cultivation. Planting is somewhere on here. It is under seeding. You said the words, and then you went right past it. Cedar. So the one we have is this beast right here. $312,000. Oh, but it is 9 meters, so it's bigger. It does both, obviously. And then this is the one that's in used gear. It is 6 meters, so I guess we'll just stick with what we got. I don't like this one. I really, really don't like it. But, you know, it's got another half, actually. Half of 6 is 3 plus 6 is 9, so it's got another half of the width of this one. So we're sticking with it. All right. Well, that decision's made. What else was in there that I was excited about? Anything else? Yeah. No. We looked at that. Okay. Good. All right. Let's go. Like I said, it's time. Let's go grab the grass roller and get over to our grass field and let's look. Is there anything else to do? I just don't think there is in September. This is oilseed radish, oilseed radish, oilseed radish. And we're going to work that right now. And these guys will be in October and October. And this is, yeah, we know about this. We just talked about it. So, all right. Well, this is going to be it for September. This is where we're keeping the grass roller for now. And you know what else is in there is our beautiful wheel loader. Have you guys seen the silage fork on this thing? We've got the silage fork now. We sold the bucket and the silage forked it up because that's what it holds twice as much silage and it gets the stuff off the ground and it's wider. So it's able to, you basically just go down once. Like you don't even have to do 2 swipes. It just picks it right up. And we keep our grass roller in here as well. Once precision farming comes back, we're going to be selling it again. This grass roller does nothing in precision farming. Absolutely zero. So we're going to sell it again and take the money back. So we'll make a little money on that. But I know. It's just waffling back and forth. I apologize for the precision farming waffling. But I think this is the right decision. Well, it's definitely better money-wise for the farm either way. Even if it's not working right, it's still better money-wise. But I think I can get this figured out a little bit better than what I did. I don't want to say it's broken. It was definitely broken on that harvest with the green beans. There's no question there. That was 100% not something that I did. But everything else, I want to give it a better shot. I do miss it, and I am looking forward to getting into it. I see people using it on videos. I'm like, yes. I just like it. I like it so much. Let's go right here, and let's get this field rolled up. Here's the last of the grass rolling. We got her done. Not too bad. They double fertilized. We're good to go. One more cut this year, and then we'll do one in the spring. And we're swapping this field out to something else in the spring. We'll figure all that out once we get there. And, everything changes between now and then. Who knows? I've changed all the plans in this episode already. Who knows what's going to happen? Let's get this thing folded up. Up you go. Up you go. Thank you. Wow, that took a while. That's interesting. Right. I want to do one last thing with you. I'm going to head over to the sawmill. I got most of the boards loaded. I'm going to load up all the boards that we have left, and we're going to go and to sell that stuff off. And because I want to get you in on where we're at with the loan, and it's going to be a lot less once we get that sold off. We have a pretty good load here. We might be paying off the loan. You don't know how much the loan is for. The loan, but I did take out the loan to pay for that pea harvester and that little field we got, the little $60,000 field that we're turning into a tree farm. So I got that all settled up, and yep, we're gonna sell this off and see how much money we have left and call it an episode. Here we are. I feel like this is all extra material, unless this thing is going to start building the playground over there too. Unless we're like half done with this area. I feel like this is just going to sell off, and that's going to be that, and we're not going to be able to use the wood, but we're at least getting good money for it. Only 82,000. I guess that's not real good money. But as you can see, let me hop out of the truck here. Yeah, we're down to just needing 12,000 liters of fabric. We've got, let's do that real quick. I'm not going to sell it right now. We got more that is coming in, but we have our first fabric over here. And I can just zoom out to go over there, right? Oh my gosh, where am I? Hello, there, right here. And we'll visit. There it is. Our first pallets of fabric. There they are. These beauties are, of course, going down to the playground. We need 12,000 liters, so we need 9 more pallets. But let's talk about this real quick. We got the loans, we got finances, and we've got the repay. And yeah, we're still gonna have a little bit of loan left. That's too bad, but we're getting paid down pretty good. $60,000 left on the loan, so we're sitting pretty good. That's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed this. We're the kind of peering into the future, change of plans episode. But we got a lot of fun stuff coming up. I can't wait to get into canning factory stuff and all that amazingness. So that's it for me. I hope you have a fantastic day. We'll see you in the next episode.